All right, everybody, win life. So I'm gonna send the invites, and you can feel free to join. All right, everybody, it's Reborn 6819 here, and today I'm I'm sending like some invites so everybody can join the stream if they feel like they want to have some type of voice and also opinion to be discussed, and including sports, boxing, and particular general PlayStation and whatsoever that suits you, interest you, and how do you feel. And also, my topic for today's discussion is about KSI versus Tommy Fury around the next week corner, and I want to hear your thoughts about this, boxing fight, and what and what else? Who do you think who will win the boxing, you know, match through the ground up? KSI or Tommy Fury? And also I want to like discuss about, B Ryan. I call him Bitch Ryan. Because his name Bitch Ryan, no Jim Ryan. Bitch Ryan, the PlayStation CEO left. I wanna hear y'all's, you know, discuss it with me. How do you feel about this guy been making the whole community stress for all these years, including myself and including the fans around PlayStation who who grew up around since around the early 90s, early 2000s. We got to be around this, this hypocritical mess of like his passion and well desire of greed and evilness. Like he's been living on shadows. It doesn't want, nobody to just reverse time history to like allow every modern console have that the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1. I would say PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 to great emulation and at least trying to like make people to just at least buy them from this digital stores and keep it all time instead of them got to use like physical copy but not like digital to just get amount access and a lot of stuff. So yeah, and also guys, by the way, Revenant's gonna join the live stream. So basically, I will tell you this, y'all. I do my live stream about maybe around to 6 in the evening or 10 o'clock or 11. That's more best for me to do my live stream. And if you guys are currently like busy around that time, you got working hour or you're sleeping, it's okay. Bye. You can do whatever you want to feel free to rest your body and mind. And also stay strong because we live in this evil era and I can't take myself to pointlessness with evil era. I gotta fight out that much. And I know some of you trying to like fight out too. And I feel the same way, you know, how this ridiculous era been causing for us and also people health around the risk, but not having everything what I would say audience want. I can feel how the gaming industry been set by this. I can see the movie industry been pushing this, this negativity all the time. And also I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers right now. I would say shout to Demon TV. Right now companies need to find way to just still make people lives miserable. What I mean is they want to continue with the negativity more, not at least trying to like find some good solution to just listen to the public instead of just getting to these business. It's just bad and they should call that a quit. You you feel what I'm saying, y'all? Cause it's so much impact with a lot of people. They just can't take when it comes to like pushing narrative down every throats and also going against the religion, which is kind of disrespectful. And if people got religion, just let them allow it to be like the fun of the religion. You can't just you know disrespect and buying certain few things. And guys, I'm telling you, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy when in this modern generation, everything's got to be like taken out. A lot of history needs to like being slammed and been destroyed, which is nuts. By the way, I'm just gonna like wait until Revenant came here, and if you've got like any question to like tell me, I'll post it here. I would say um feel free to join and discuss about what's on the my modern journey facing and how about industry and history being or from this. So guys, yeah, I put my pin there so you girls can read it. But anyway, if you don't feel free to join, then join, cause I'm not stopping. Why isn't nobody? Or I'm just not gonna get angry. I'm just gonna speak what I speak, and you know, enjoy like speaking the truth about the society, cause it's no good like staying through it all the time. But you need like something to just make yourself just at least say something about it. Yeah, r- no worries. So guys, I'm just gonna like play some music. Meanwhile, I'll make Reverend to just you know show up until he hits me on his notification. Therefore, I'm gonna play some good music. So let's get to it, and here we go. Mm, mm, mm. This is the music I like, y'all. This is one great music. No singing around.
Yo, Reborn, how's it going, my brother?
Yo,
What's up, man? That was you playing that music?
nah. I just add music into background.
That's pretty
Can you hear
sick.
me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I just added music in the background.
It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It's just Buddhist music. Like,
Yeah, like meditation music. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. More better. And also, yeah, Jinpachi. Thanks for Revenant, because apparently, what is it? He's he's fixing his laptop,
Yeah.
and also he discussed about the sports and also and even though I'm gonna try, even though
AOC,
I'm
Twitter,
gonna, I'm gonna try and
Rashida,
maintain my
Israel.
language, but I would say um okay, yeah, but I want to say this Jinpachi, because even though we all know like how bitch Ryan through the years been
Hmm.
trying to like ruin PlayStation, and also Sony always living from Microsoft's shadows. But I can't lie, they always been living through the edge of Microsoft, mind of shadows, but they can't even stand their guard. And
Yeah.
right
They
now,
can't. They can't stand their ground. Yeah.
yeah, right now, apparently they trying. I would say the Western, because we all know Japan, like finding so much us, kind of middle stress around Western, because right now Western trying to like get, amount of these activists around gaming.
Yeah.
And pleasure, it's no good hiring activists. And that's why you see like in history, Japan and US of no good terms.
Yeah. Well,
Be-
it's not. It's like it's not about good terms. It's just that Japan. They want Japan to do whatever the U.S. is doing, whatever they're
yeah,
playing ball with, and at the same time, it doesn't work that way
yeah,
because
because even though what is it? I seen them on our Airbnb, and also a lot of people sending screenshot. Oh, why? Who's in tier list? It's only part of Western and all that. It's only joining USA. It's only part of USA and all that. Where it created? No, it created from Japan first of all,
Mhm.
and I would say Sony go for both cycles. Remember, you got the Western that I would say Japan allow Western Sony to do something with the games. I
They
mean,
do.
what?
Look at how much censorship happens with Sony, with
Yeah,
Japanese games. So it's true.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and
And even
Capcom, even Capcom is known for that now.
yeah, exactly, bro. Uh,
So
and and also, I don't get how Abby saying, oh, oh, it's Sony from does Sony support Western or Japan? No, because I would say they're in the middle personally.
yeah, I think really it comes down to naivety from
Yeah,
from Japan. I think like what the reason why they get away with a lot of this stuff is because they rely on companies like well, like I'm talking about like Western like activists. They're relying on Japan's naivety, where they think, hey, if it's all with good intentions, they just want to be more inclusive. They just want to do this, so let's give them what
yeah.
they want. Or
That's
sometimes,
why.
or
That's
sometimes
that's
they
why.
think that's what we want. They think
Yeah,
Japan thinks because of all the people complaining on Twitter that Americans actually want the woke shit in it, but they don't. It's just
yeah,
that Japan is naive. It's like they're under
yeah.
on. I
Japan
hate to say it.
stay their own business.
Uh
That's
huh.
what happened in Japan, because right now, America just really want to push this face like these fake narratives, and I'm glad how most of developers don't listen to these Western nonsense. Because the thing of
Yeah.
Western, they want to push the games around politics, but look how much time we're trying to make us and our community. But I would say from here, me, you, Revenant, even others, we turn that games are not around politics, bro. but these
Yeah.
companies really want to promote politics. And right now, um, I want to say this: everybody, shout, 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 shout in Demon TV, because right now, Western Disney planning to like attack more the consumers, and
Mhm.
it's showing they want to do this route where everything money been thrown around the toilet, and it's okay. They can push around like politics and all that. They can continue, because I don't like some of the Western stuff they keep on going. They can carry on like this, and even though they can get any cancel whatever government tax to like pay for your benefit, but it's still gonna flop and rotten.
Yeah.
That's gonna show.
And they just have convinced Americans, like I mean, they have just convinced Japan that this is what people want. Like that's really what it comes down to. Like they have convinced us. They have convinced those people because Japan, as much as people don't want to accept it, they're kind of under America's thumb. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, Japan acts autonomously; they're their own country, but they're heavily reliant on the U.S. and and again, like the position the U.S. has with and their treaties with Japan, where Japan doesn't even have its own military. You know, you gotta assume that they're under more pressure to play ball. Because like, is Japan really gonna? Let's say things hit the fan, and I know I'm going off a little off subject here a little bit. Let's say things hit the fan for Japan, right?
yeah,
If if they wanted to like not listen to the U.S. and do whatever they want, right? Like politically, like let's say the U.S. tries to do something, they could put sanctions on them and whatnot. So culturally, Japan is kind of invested in the United States is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying
yeah,
things will ever come to like any like real conflict like that, but they're under pressure to appease the United States in a
yeah,
way, you know. And you
yeah.
see a lot with like Japanese citizens, they don't really care for it. So there's like
Exactly.
a fake narrative where you hear like, oh, Capcom thinks like, oh, everybody in the U.S. is into like, for example, hip hop culture. So let's make Street Fighter Six majority hip hop themed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the perspective that they're getting from an outside point of view, plus the director of the game himself being a fan of like hip hop, like more like urban hood culture, right? But again, this is Street Fighter, and not everybody was into that. So it's a
Yeah,
pretty like tonal shift. And if you think that, I mean, if you don't think that has a large part due to the Western audience, then I would say that person who's saying that is extremely naive.
yeah. That's true. And also, let's talk about Rich Ryan, because we all seen how in the early 2000 and all these probably like 10 or 13 years,
Uh-huh.
we all see we grew a amount of stress around this guy with just
Mhm.
look how much he ruined a lot of games. The backward capability, and
Mhm.
also keeping things to shut people up, and
Uh,
trying to battle against Microsoft, but they don't have like no whatsoever to just don't listen to the weirdos from Twitter. It'd be best for them to like at least try and promote out good type of games instead of just you know like Dick Ryan. I would say
you mean
just
Bitch Ryan? You say his name wrong, Bitch Ryan.
yeah, no, Bitch Ryan, yeah, Bitch Ryan. In I would say personally, instead of him all the time glazing around journalists and trying to support them wherever how Microsoft go, he always trying to find way to just join the console war and all these garbage. And right now, bare places and community going down, meltdown on Twitter, everywhere talking about YouTube.
Mhm.
Sony with The Last of Us. Oh, so like apparently Naughty Dog leaked Last of Us Part 2, and they banned the multiplayer. Because we all know they don't want to get into multiplayer. No, they want Last of Us Part 2, the truth, because they want to like abuse this 2020 game and upgrade with some good graphics. But it's not gonna work like that, bro. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work like that.
It's not, bro.
It's
It's
gonna go
definitely
boom.
not. It's definitely not. It's gonna blow up in their face. But again, I don't think at this point, like, I don't think at this point it's about anything other than pushing narratives. I can't
Yeah,
imagine that. Like, look at the Netflix show of Castlevania.
all awful, bro. But
Awful. There's the a whole major plot of the show has to do with slavery. Who the hell? Look, who the
oh,
hell watches Castlevania?
uh,
Who the hell watches Castlevania and says, you know what?
they,
I love the games.
bro.
My favorite parts of the Castlevania games when they were virtue signaling about slavery. That was my favorite part of the game. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're Hispanic. I don't care if you're white. Most people who are into Castlevania want to see Castlevania. They want to see Dracula. They want to see a focus on. They want to see the focus being on like the lore, the myths, the crazy combat, the
Yeah,
magic,
the source
the
material,
source
like, bro.
material.
That's
No one. Look, I'm gonna be frank. No one gives a fuck about that.
diversity. I'm getting tired of it.
And also,
Diversity.
and also,
It's
like,
getting on
look,
my nerves.
and also, it's been 200 years, over 200 years, or whatever. Not 200 years, but slavery's ended a long time ago. Not 200
Yeah,
years. Let me correct myself. It was,
even UK.
but
Well, UK
yeah,
is dead now.
there's black celebrities, there's black millionaires, billionaires, black musical artists. Um, like they're like what I'm trying to say is that they're putting this narrative into a Netflix show like we're living in the 1960s, and we need to hear more virtue signaling and crying about slavery in 2023 when there's guys like
That
when it,
ended way long ago. It
like
happened around to 70,000 and also to the 18,000. And I,
1800s. Yeah,
yeah, I, I get
Will think
tired of
about
it,
it.
bro.
Will
Like,
Smith slapped a celebrity at the Oscars. If that's not privilege, if that doesn't show that we live in an equally stupid society, basically, where you could
yeah,
slap, where not only was it a person slapping another man on national TV over him being a cuck, but it was a black man doing it. So if a black man could do that on national TV, I think it's fair to say that we're pretty equal. So I don't get what the point of Netflix having an entire point and runtime and having so much of the runtime of the show be about a political narrative like slavery. What is the point? And the point
yeah,
is because they don't care. They don't care about the source. They don't care about entertaining fans.
that's
They
true.
they just want
They
to put
care
in
about the
fucking
diversity
narratives.
box.
Yeah.
Too much
And
diversity box.
and on top of
And
that, they
that's how you
they
see
race swapped
movies
her
keep
character.
flopping. Yeah, that's why you see movie and games keep on flopping at the same time. Because they
Mhm.
always need they always need to piece to these media, these type of bots and freaks around, you know, around the internet. But not at
Yeah.
least take a look how people view review it. They got their face cam, they can take straight to their faces.
Hmm.
Got a lot of YouTubers trying to use fakes kind of and tell about talk about review, but they don't. They always listen to everything the media say to them, but not the public people, which is kind of shame.
It is
And
a shame.
also, yeah, like I said, same goes to like bitch around all those years with PlayStation doing console wars, making communities go war on war, and it's just pointless. Even though I will talk about it on my next live stream. But
Yeah.
by the way, even though we got some upcoming games we need to discuss,
Right.
but I will save this after because we need to talk about the sports. I know Reverend saying he don't get in sports that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only you get in the sports, Jimpachi.
Yeah. I'm
And
more
by
into
the
I'm more
way,
into combat sports, but yeah.
yeah, same.
I'll
Well,
I'll,
Jimpachi,
I'll see what I can do.
like Jimpachi or Revenant, have you seen the video of KSI training? I
I
say,
haven't. I haven't.
I would say
I just
Revenant.
seen I is no, I don't think you sent me that one. You sent me highlights and some of his other fights. Him and the
Yeah,
other guy, I forgot his
yeah.
name. Let's get a face.
I seen the video where people expose his training.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen it?
I
So what do
think
you think about it? By the way, his training
Well,
skills
I
and
think I think he sucks. Honestly, like I'm gonna be real with you. Like
yeah, I mean pretty
I
much,
I,
yeah.
I don't really care about these. I think they all suck. And
Yeah, it's
to
like
be
these like
honest,
fake boxers,
they
you know.
just
It's like a lot
bro
of
like
it seems like fake and staged and
it's
yeah,
like
not
even if the fight
it's
is
like trying to
real,
bring boxing back to the mainstream in the worst way as possible.
yeah,
and like I think also it's important to mention that like we don't really care about this, bro. Like, honestly, people pretending to care, but like I hate to say it, bro, but I consider them bitches. Like they're just bitches. They're fighting for money. They're fighting because of like they don't give a shit about boxing. This guy KSI doesn't give a shit about being the best boxer. Period. Because if he did, he would be fighting amateurs and building up.
yeah.
Like there's so
What?
many
Guys,
factors into it.
I will say this though because I'm not like even though I agree with you, even though we got good opinion, and I'm not defending nobody, but KSI post on his Instagram, I um I will like show you on my phone because he said a lot. What I mean a lot to Tommy Fury, he's sending a final message because his boxing match is about next week. But he was saying to him on his message before next week or on October 14th. He say, hey Tommy Fury, I got some message for you. Um, when we get in the ring, it's just so you know, I'm gonna knock you out. And this time, let me see, because he sent some final warning to him. Yeah, because let me
He
see.
sent them a warning.
Yeah, like in like Instagram post. But I'm gonna show
Okay,
it.
so he didn't mess. Did he message him or did he like make a
No,
post about it and tag him in it?
no, he make a post ever on public. But
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
read it to you because he said that he wants to end him. So because he telling the whole people around YouTube he hates how everybody just disagree with him and he wants to knock him out so bad. Like Jim Patty saying, like I think it's gonna be like stage, but
Yeah, I think so. Something tells me KSI is gonna win by dumb shit. Really,
yeah, yeah,
I don't
split
think he's
this.
gonna knock him out. He's probably gonna like, if anything, he may rock him like a combination or some shit like that, and then the referee is gonna stop it,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be like a premature like stoppage type of deal. And
yeah,
what's his
that's
name?
true.
Tommy Fury. That's his name,
Tommy
right?
Fury,
Yeah.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah. So he's gonna like show that he's upset. He's gonna like at the end he's gonna be like, oh, they should never stop it. I was good. I would have knocked him out and et cetera, et cetera. But watch it
I
be
can't.
something where where it stops early because they're not gonna make both of them look like weak like that. That's
I
just what I
think I think KSI is gonna lose that fight, and rightfully so because
Yep,
Tommy Fury is an actual boxer. And
yeah,
again,
that's true.
I don't give a shit about celebrity boxing because I find it to be an abomination. To be honest, like I'll be real with you.
don't blame me, Jen Party, because even KSI posted ever in public sending a message to Tommy Fury like a final warning, saying a brutal warning, saying this Tommy Fury, October 14th is gonna be horrible for you, like a horrible day for you.
And bro, and like I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I don't hate. I'm not trying to talk shit about KSI, but to me, he's not even a celebrity. Even like
barely,
you know
barely.
what I mean? Like he's not a he's famous because he got his ass beat by Jake Paul or Logan Paul. I think it was
No,
Jake
Logan
Paul.
Paul,
Yeah, he got
Logan
his
Paul.
ass beat by Logan Paul. But like, who cares? Who cares about KSI? Why should I give a shit about this loser who doesn't give a shit about boxing stepping into the ring to fight a pro boxer. The only reason that I would ever watch that, and even then I wouldn't pay for it, I'd watch highlights of it or whatever, is because I want to see Tommy Fury whoop his ass. And it's not
Yeah,
because I have something against KSI. It's because he's a uh,
You bitch.
well, not even that he's a bitch.
ego. He's an ego, bro. He's got big ass.
Egomaniac.
Yeah,
it's just,
ego maniac.
yeah. And
And
plus,
even
like, it's just that I don't like that these guys let me put it this way. He could be a great boxer. I mean, not a great boxer. He could be like a nice guy and real. I don't really know much about it because I don't watch him like that. I only know about the stuff with Logan Paul because they kept spamming it everywhere. But
yeah,
ultimately, like, it's not a personal thing. It's just that to them, boxing is a game to make money. And if they really cared about being good boxers, they would fight their way up through the amateurs. But they'll never do that because they feel
yeah,
like they're like celebrities that they should be getting paid top tier money to be
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah.
To be,
this is
But
like a side gig, like a side hustle for them.
yeah, so I
but
don't care
it's
That's all
about
it
these
like
is. It's
guys.
not something that they're really passionate about. It's just
here's
something to get
here's my
extra
point.
money on.
Here's my point, Tommy Fury. I'm gonna be honest. At least Tommy Fury gained a lot of experience because at least a lot of YouTubers saying this. Tommy Fury gained a lot of experience on boxing in his whole life than KSI, because KSI, like Jim Pike said, he's not like an active boxer. He's just a YouTuber, and he he's got himself beat by Logan Paul, and therefore, I can't lie, but he can't look for kind of gave him a good uppercut and then dropped him.
Hold
But
on.
oh, sorry everybody. Um, Rev not doing something. But yeah, like they say, it's kind of true though, because one watch like the part two. Let's be honest, y'all. Even though Logan Paul did give him a legal blow, but at least he gave him a good uppercut. But he could just like give him another jab. Then it like he could have like a knockout point, but he hit him back in the head. But he, well, I would say KSI just take that point how it is. But he went by a split decision. He only knocked Logan Paul for one, but he didn't knock him out completely. But the only thing Logan Paul do, he gave him an uppercut and one head, you know, a back head, been hit down. So yeah, and then we count that legal. So therefore for a point. Um, Personally, in my opinion, when you see it, I thought Logan Paul will win, but not normally it's KSI win by split decision. And also, yo Chico, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Chico? You're right. Like Chico, we discussing about KSI and Tommy Fury, and also stuff going around PlayStation. So like we were saying, revenant about KSI and others, like they're not like personally. At least Tommy Fury, in my opinion, he wants to become a boxer and world champion. So I can't blame him because at least he got more experience more than KSI. But I know they gonna like hate me on all these type of stuff. But I don't care. But I would say that it's kind of true though. Tommy Fury got like a lot of experience. He's been boxing all his life. But if he lost to KSI, then I don't know what to say though. Because it's impossible. Because everybody, I think it can be like possible like KSI um can't even knock out Tommy Fury. Because the only thing Tommy Fury could do just avoid like most KSI powerful shots, or maybe it's elbow. Because we all, yeah. Because Revenant, have you seen the fight with Joe Fournier. He knocked him out with the elbow, right?
Which one was that?
KSI with Joe Fournier. Have you seen it? How he knocked out Joe Fournier?
Was it the one you sent me?
The highlights. We knock out Joe.
I don't remember, to be honest.
No.
It's kind of hard to keep up with some of the names too, because I don't really know them like that.
All right. So,
but what's up, Chico?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I keep getting booted for some reason.
Oh.
Reborn, stop booting. No, I'm joking.
No. I never.
No, I know.
But yeah, man, like, I don't know. I don't know where you guys had left off because I had gotten booted, but yeah, like all I was saying with the KSI stuff is that it's a shit show, in my opinion. And I could care less about this guy. Like, I don't care at all. Like, if he gets his ass, like, to me, that's not even boxing. This is like, that would be like watching YouTube. Like, it would be like considering
MMA or something.
Not even that. Like, it's like watching fights on YouTube. Yeah, like bum fights. Like, it's like, I don't even count it as fighting. Like, I just, it's a shit show. You know what it matters when you have, like, I'm okay with like big, like, kind of clown show fights if it makes sense, right? So for example, like when Conor fought Floyd, I thought that was a good thing because
that was a good fight. And
they're both legit fighters. So you have two legit professionals that are, like, at the time the best in their sport, or at least the most promoted.
That was the best one.
Or Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. That's a fight that is cool. And we know the fight favors the boxer in boxing, of course. But that's a clown show I'm willing to watch and accept because to me it's actual entertainment.
It's more entertaining. Mm-hmm. And guys, let me tell you this good news. At least Tyson Fury got a sign. He will be fighting Usyk.
Usyk. Yeah, that's gonna be a crazy fight
ever. Yeah,
I mean, Tyson Fury is going to take that, but to be frank,
let's see if he does knock out Usyk. Let's see, because
I think he's going to beat his ass. I think it's going to be a long fight.
Yeah, because from Anthony Joshua, most of his fans, Tyson Fury fans, want him to fight Joshua, but Joshua.
I would like that fight just to put the nail in the coffin of Anthony Joshua, and also, like, I mean, I don't hate him or anything. I'm just saying, like, Tyson Fury. All right, he took out
Wilder.
He took out Wilder. Yeah, and then if he takes out Joshua and then beats Ngannou, then Tyson Fury will probably pretty much be the best modern heavyweight.
Personally. Yeah.
So I mean, I actually like Wilder and Joshua as well. I'm just saying that, like,
they're good fighters, but the thing is, right? I would say the good thing I'm glad Eddie Hearn working on is Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. That will be a greatest fight because I want to see the Browns broke bomber actually lay one punch to Joshua. Let's see how Joshua
can take it. But you know what's crazy? I believe styles make fights, and even though I think Wilder is like a tougher fight for somebody like Fury, and I think Wilder is great. Like I said, keep in mind I'm saying this stuff, but I like all three of those guys.
Yeah.
But that being said, if Wilder and Joshua, Wilder is more. I would say Joshua is a good matchup for him because Joshua. I think is the better boxer, and I think that he can control that fight and win, as opposed to like Fury and Wilder, where I felt like Wilder had the explosiveness advantage, so I felt like he had a chance of beating Fury. I don't think he'll beat Joshua. I think Joshua is gonna be able to beat him actually, even though I like Wilder more.
Yeah.
So. Because, like, Wilder has all that power, for sure. But remember, he came off from some pretty devastating knockouts. his confidence is he's going to be more desperate in that fight to get that win because that's a big fight if they do get it. And
Yeah,
then
that's true.
that's a big fight. And then on top of that, he might be doubting himself because of his last performance. Meanwhile, Joshua can. We saw when he rematched Lewis that he's capable of putting on like a prolonged, slower, like more technical matchup if he needs to do it to win.
True.
So I think that could cause him to beat.
Yeah,
I think that could be the factor that means that he could beat Wilder. But then again, like we don't know. You know, it is boxing,
yeah,
especially at heavyweight. All it takes is one punch with those guys. So.
yeah. What is it? I want to show you this clip. I want to play it, but I
I
think
mean, do you think Joshua is gonna beat? Do you think Joshua could beat Fury?
not that really. But we got mm, not that really, bro.
And even Usyk is gonna have a tough time getting inside Fury's reach.
Yeah, but let's see if Fury can beat him. I would say. I hope
Yeah.
Fury.
If Usyk could get past the reach, I think he has the speed and I think he has the speed advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
But if we're talking about like stamina and reach, I don't know, bro, because like Tyson Fury is also a really good boxer for his size. He's not like a brawler, like he's a pretty good boxer. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even what is it, guys? I want to play this because even this dude like KSI hate this dude. Even I do. We all hate J Paul. Even though J Paul send this to KSI because he like the guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be really honest because even though Revenant and Egypt Party here, the only reason why KSI wants to like return to boxing, he want to prove everybody like um I'm a real boxer around YouTube. I'm a high level around each one of them, and also I want to show Egg I'm better than J Paul. But listen what J Paul said because even though at least he go against Nate Diaz and
yeah,
he do his fights on 8 rounds, but for KSI always around 6, no like 8 or 10. But I'm so glad Jake put his fight around 10 around Nate Diaz. I'm giving
yeah.
credit that, but
I mean, he did fight an old Nate Diaz though,
yeah, exactly, bro.
and like,
Exactly.
and we're talking about a Nate Diaz who did this as a money fight. He probably
Yeah,
didn't take it
that's
that
that's that's true, bro.
Yeah,
he
just like
probably didn't
the
take it
Jake
that
Paul
seriously.
fights.
Yeah, he didn't take it that seriously.
I don't think
Yeah,
he
just
did.
just,
And then
just like
plus,
the Jake Paul fights where they all just like did it for money. They face
yeah,
people
Yeah,
who past their prime and shit. People who don't like they're not like they don't specifically train boxing for years. So
he fought an MMA fighter who is basically retired. He
yeah,
fought him,
that's
and
true. He,
Nate Diaz is
he
very
fought
candid. I think
high.
didn't he even say he doesn't give a fuck? Like he just basically said, "I'm just fighting for the
yeah,
money." He
pretty much.
basically
Yeah,
said that. Like
Yeah,
even then, Jake Paul struggled, and it was a close fight. So
exactly. My nigga, he
that's the
he
struggled.
crazy
fucking
thing.
sucks.
That's
Yeah,
They're not
exactly, he
like
struggled.
these renowned like skilled boxers.
he fought one real boxer, Tommy Fury, and what happened? He fucking lost. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
it doesn't take. It's kind of crazy to me because people like they don't think, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
the answer is right in front of you. Like as much as I like Conor McGregor, for example, when he fought Mayweather, I'm like, I wonder who's gonna win. The guy who's 50-0, one of the most decorated boxers of all time. They're fighting under boxing rules, with Floyd being teaming up with the promotion to stack odds in his favor. I wonder if an MMA fighter who's just jumping into boxing for an exhibition match, I wonder if he's gonna win. Like, if you really think about it, bro, yeah,
yeah,
it might not be fun. It might
yeah,
not be it might not exactly be fun, but if we're
yeah,
being honest, bro, like the answer is right in front of you.
yeah. That's true. And guys,
Hmm.
play this. Listen how Mr. GAY Paul say about Guess on response because KS have been bashing for years. You know, I respect some of the other big YouTubers talking about it. Like them to go back and forth on Twitter for years. They need to arrange that contract. Because guys, I'll be honest, when it comes to them, that's where you see most of YouTubers, their fan favorite boxing fights, the most biggest fight in the history.
Yeah,
But KSI personally, even though I don't respect both of them, but I'll tell you this in my honest opinion. KSI wants to go on 6 round fight with him, but not at least 10 or 14 if he wants to become like a absolutely pro boxer.
yeah. I mean,
And
like, look, in the end of the day, I don't knock them because they're making money. They're doing it to like, they have fans that are into them and shit. I actually don't even hate Jake Paul. I don't really hate him. I just don't care for. I don't care about them because like when I say like, oh, that they're bitches or whatever, I don't mean it in a way like because I want something bad to happen to them or I don't like them personally. It's just like they're bitches. They're not real boxers. They're not real fighters. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I'll give them credit. They're training. I'll give credit to them when they're training hard, and I respect them
yeah,
for going into the ring because
yeah.
not
Because
everybody has.
I would
Yeah, I
say
agree.
for most, like even though I do respect him, but the most I do respect his enemy. At least his enemy go around 8 rounds and 10 rounds. But me on KSI, he wants to do like 6 because he can't stand 8 or 10 rounds because it'd be too hard for him.
Yeah,
Because
but I
at
mean,
least
like,
Jake,
that guy's stamina. He's not by the eighth round. He's gonna be gassed as shit if it goes 8 rounds. Because that's what it is. It's a stamina game, really.
yeah,
The best weapon, one of the greatest weapons you have in fighting. If you don't have wild knockout power, then you have to play the stamina game or the counter
yeah,
game. And a counter game is a long game. The stamina game is a long game. So if you don't have that one punch knockout power, bro, then you gotta play
yeah.
that game.
That's why you see how the negotiation between both of them. Because at least for KSI, we all see he won 6 rounds, but J-Pun won 8, and also it's not that, it's the weight issues and more. Them going back and forth. I want to, even though what is it? Jake saying like he's ducking him, KSI saying he's ducking him the most, but the most part, um, the funny thing, KSI, he's always like, personally, to me, in my opinion, he's been hypocrite because he allowed Tommy Fury to go in whatever weight, but when it comes to Jake, he wants him to have the same weight as his.
Of course, that's another thing that they do. They stack their weight in their favor by
Yeah,
having guys deplete themselves. Like, and people say, oh well, they don't have to do it. Yeah, but there's millions of dollars on the line. Where Jake Paul is like, all right, you do this fight with me, you're gonna get paid literally millions of dollars. So if you want to have this fight with me, you got to make this weight, and that's in the contract. If they don't want to make that weight, then they don't get the contract, they don't get the money. So it actually shows, to me, that shows more cowardice on Jake Paul and Logan Paul than it does on the fighters who have to cut that weight or who refuse to do it.
yeah, exactly, bro.
Because again, like if you look, the thing is, even though Jake Paul is mediocre as a boxer, he still trains seriously and he has a lot of money backing up his training. That
Yeah,
means that if you're an MMA fighter who never fought in boxing before, like Woodley and people like that, you have to train seriously against this guy because again, you can't, even though like I said before, I said he's a bitch, you still can't underestimate him because he's training with like he has pro boxers in his corner, he
yeah,
has money
exactly.
in his
But
corner.
even though what is it, saying goes to KSI, because I'm glad Tommy Fury is saying like around next week on October the 14th, he's gonna take his fight seriously because
Yeah,
he
because
wants to
it
like,
only takes like one lucky punch,
And
one
yeah,
also
good punch, and
remember,
then it could be over.
remember though, think about somebody like Tommy. All right, I'm gonna make this comparison real quick.
yep,
Tyron Woodley, he fights Jake Paul.
yep,
Tyron Woodley's a retired MMA fighter
yep.
who was mostly known for his grappling, and he had a powerful overhand that was set up through grappling.
Superman punch.
Yeah, he had a really good overhand punch, and that overhand punch was because he would set it up with his takedowns. That's what
Yep,
made him deadly. In boxing, you can't take the enemy down; your hands are higher, so he loses. He kind of loses that weapon.
yeah, yeah,
So, all right, I say that for a reason.
yep,
Tyron Woodley trains against Jake Paul. he's getting ready for the fight or whatever, he has to take that shit mega seriously because he has a name and reputation, and he's fighting in a sport he's never fought in before
Exactly.
against a guy who's dedicating a shit ton of money and time to training. So
Yeah.
for him, I'm not making excuses for Woodley because I actually don't like Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
but
stand
He
him.
messed about.
but the thing is that he didn't. So I'm not making excuses for him, but he didn't properly train for that fight. He didn't take it seriously enough, and he should have been like legitimately like training to be like they should go into this to fight with Jake Paul training to be a pro fighter, not to fight a YouTube exhibition fight. You have to train against him like you're fighting a pro elite fighter
Yeah.
because again he has pro elite training. But the thing is, he still sucks because he can't beat pro boxers.
Yeah.
But
Exactly. Bro.
he could beat your average guy, your average MMA retired
Yeah.
fighter.
That's
So
true.
all those guys that fight him, all the retired guys, and anyone else who fights him, they have to train like a pro boxer. They have to take
Yeah.
it 100% seriously. But in the ultimate case with Tommy Fury, of course Tommy Fury is not worried, and he could say like all this stuff because Tommy Fury, while KSI and Jake Paul are making YouTube videos, Tommy Fury is training because he wants to be a
Yeah.
boxing world
I
champion.
respect Tommy Fury because at least he trying to tell everyone proof he's training hard as world champion.
But
But KSI
the
made
key,
video about him. If you take up on his YouTube, he make a video about Tommy Fury,
but the
bashing him.
thing is, the thing is that Tommy Fury is a pro fighter trying to be a world champion boxer. There's a difference between trying to be a world champion pro boxer and you're fighting because of your YouTube fame. So while Jake Paul and KSI are making videos, Tommy Fury is every day in the gym training to be better because again, he is a pro boxer. He is not a YouTuber, he's a pro boxer. You get what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a guy like
Yeah.
Tommy Fury could be like, "Oh, I'll fight. Yeah, I'll fight Jake Paul. Yeah, I'll fight over." He doesn't care because he's training every day to be a pro boxer. That's all he fucking does. But somebody
Yeah.
like KSI, he got to get up off the couch, take the Cheetos out his mouth, stop making fucking videos and train seriously. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
second. It's not second nature to him. That's why when
Yeah.
people, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't know if you know about what's that guy's name? That he says I'm 260. I could be. He's saying I could beat guys. 'Cause I'm 260. What's his name? Bradley Martin. Is it?
Yeah, Bradley Martin won the bully, Devin
Yeah.
Harney, and what is it? Other boxes, but he knows he's gonna get fucked
Yeah,
up.
but
At
that's
least
the
you can beat the living shit out of him, dog. You
but
can do
the
it.
but the point I'm trying to. Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt. Not
Yeah,
to sound cocky, but hell yeah, no doubt. But the point is that while he's making videos talking about like, oh, I'm 260, doing his podcast, the pro fighters are in the gym every day, dodging punches, taking
Doing what
punches,
he's not doing.
drilling, fucking doing whatever. All he does is lift weights a couple hours a day, which is not bad. I do that too as well. I lift weights too. But I
yeah,
guess my whole point of this is that there's a lot of delusion where people think because they're bigger that they're gonna be pro fighters and shit, or because like yes, weight class matters, but if you're a total scrub, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a total scrub.
yeah,
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Show.
yep.
Because when I was way lighter, I would grapple with freaking bodybuilders in the gym, and they would outweigh me by like 60, 70 pounds. I could still defeat them easily.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like weight matters for sure, but if you have zero skill, and if you, especially like with like MMA, if you don't know what the hell is going on, then it doesn't matter, right? Like if you know about kickboxing and Muay Thai, right?
yeah.
If you take Senchai and you have Senchai fight a 250-pound guy, you think Senchai is gonna lose that fight?
He needs to find a way to just, hit his leg, the knees, and probably the face most, but the leg. And
Well, here's my point with all this that I'm trying to say,
yeah,
because
usually,
it's a simple like it's even mathematical almost.
yeah,
If you have two guys of equal skill and the same weight,
yeah,
it's 50-50. If you have
Mm.
two guys of equal skill and one guy is way bigger, then the odds are in the favor of the bigger guy. If you have two guys but both of them are unskilled, the bigger guy usually wins. So
yeah,
it's almost like a system, right? So there's
yeah,
ranges in between there. If you're a
yeah.
guy,
I,
So now think about it. If you're a guy who trains on weekends and you're 240, you have more skill, but you're not as skilled as a world champion Muay Thai fighter. So even though you're bigger and have skill, you're not as skilled, and
Yeah,
that gap
because
is shortened
I would say this because
or
I
widened
would
rather.
say what they do, they can wrestle you by strength, but when it comes to
Yeah,
like fight,
but even then, people are even delusional about that because like like I said, like I've grappled and I've competed against people way bigger than me, like legit, like way bigger than me, and it doesn't matter because again, a lot of grappling is leverage. It's not all strength. Like most of it
uh,
is how, you have to have a strong and fit body, but it's also how you position yourself.
yeah,
So
that's
even
true.
then, if you have two knuckleheads that don't know how to fight, yeah, of course it's going to be a battle of all right, we're both big. Now it's a strength war of who's going to grab the other guy and throw him to the ground. But
Yeah,
if you get like a judo dude or like a good wrestler, you can get a high school wrestler, 180 pounds, will double leg Bradley Martin, for example, over and over again, and there's nothing he can do to stop it because it's about leverage. His strength doesn't mean as
yeah,
much.
strength 11. Yeah, and anyways, guys, I would say this because even though I'll get on a KSI after, but I'll talk about Tommy Fury because once Tommy Fury, his videos about training, because I think Reverend did I send you a video about Tommy Fury right before?
Yeah, you sent me
Yeah,
highlights of his fights. I think it was
uh,
one day was a combination of both of their fights.
all right, but not
And then
not the training because he's got
no,
his
not the
vlog
training. I don't think so.
because he's got a lot of vlogs. He so he train all day. I was seeing another one because he uploaded another video of him training, not just doing no entertainment, no, just bare training, gym, bare training,
Yeah.
which I'm glad I really appreciate about him. And also,
Yeah,
e-
one of them has to
even
take it seriously.
yeah, even Tommy Fury saying he's taking it seriously,
Hmm.
and also
But
what was
again,
it?
like, well, I'm sorry, I'll let you finish because I have a point I want to make about that, but I'll let
Yeah,
you finish.
also I want to say this because even in his interview he asks, why like some guy in Twitter say why using elbows around the training because he said like I gotta beware of KSI because he's because he knocked out what is it, his last point with an elbow, but
Yeah.
he's gonna use elbow and block
Well,
every punches.
Tyson used to do that too. He would throw a hook that was so short that you could almost get clipped by the elbow as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like an old school boxing thing where like they'll follow through with the punch so much that they'll almost slice you with their elbow as well.
Yeah,
So, but again, like if you're a guy who's like, oh, if you're an Olympic swimmer and some YouTuber wants to race you, then you're like, all right, you're training every day because you want to be an Olympic swimmer. So I kind of like it's almost like I don't even need to see Tommy Fury train because I know that he's gonna be training hard consistently because his goals are higher than just winning a YouTube fight. His goals are
yeah,
being world champion. His
yeah,
goals
because
are beating other pro boxers.
yeah,
And you could
because
look at Tommy Fury's record. I don't know what Tommy
yeah,
Fury's
because
record is, but
yeah, I respect it because even though the one thing I kind of respect him too, say I just not interested with those YouTubers. I'm it's about payday. I'm focused on the fight. That's my main priority. I'm focused about the fight. Seriously,
yeah,
not
exactly.
not the money. And also, I didn't play by J Paul's thing, but here's J Paul response to KSI again because it's funny. A new one. Have a listen.
Huh.
KSI, if you beat Tommy, go crazy, bro. Like, let that shit rub your ego. Say whatever you want to say, but guess what? Just because you maybe beat Tommy, you didn't beat me. Man to man. And styles make fights. Everyone knows that. Just because this person
Yeah.
beats this person doesn't mean that that person can beat the other person. So that's where it goes back to win, lose, or draw. I want all of them because you can't come after me and say you're better than me and say all of these things until you beat me.
Exactly.
That's kind of that's kind of true. And that
Yeah,
goes back to what I was saying
because
before about like Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder and stuff. Because like
So he
just
was
be, you know,
he was talking about KSI, right?
yeah.
But
So
which is kind of
KSI,
funny. So Logan Paul is in WWE.
J
The
Paul, I would say, it's like because J Paul sent a message to KSI.
Okay,
And
okay, I got that mixed up. All right,
yep,
so because didn't KSI fought Logan Paul, right?
yep,
But not Jake Paul, right?
nope, he
Okay,
didn't.
okay, okay. I got it confused because
Like I said, I just think they're all gay, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly, like,
because
because
guys,
I was gonna say because
I
him
would say
and
this
Logan
because
Paul are friends, so it would seem kind of
yeah,
weird.
because I would say Logan Paul got defeated by KSI, and KSI wants to fight Jake Paul.
Hmm.
But I think he retired from then. He want to do music, and when Jake Paul defeat Gibb and Nate Robinson, he caught KSI for a fight a couple times. He's still calling out KSI on Twitter back in times, but he said he wants to do music. And now,
yeah.
when he finished music, he want to join back in the ring and call out
Hmm.
Jake Paul.
It's
But
kind of weird because I thought they were all like friends.
Well, Logan
no,
Paul. You have to remember with Logan Paul that Logan Paul doesn't take boxing as seriously as Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Like if you look
yeah,
at them both, I would argue that Jake Paul is the better boxer of the two,
yeah, yeah,
clearly, and he
yeah,
takes it
yeah.
more seriously.
I
So
can't lie. At least Jake can throw a jab. But the thing, KSI, even
But
one
what I'm trying
interview.
to say is though is that KSI beating Jake Paul, Logan Paul doesn't mean as much because, like I said, Logan Paul doesn't train boxing as seriously as Jake Paul does.
Exactly.
Isn't Jake
That's
Paul
So
on
that's Jim
PFL?
Pachi. And Jim Pachi, let me
I
tell you,
don't know.
Just want to
because
sign
he even both he even saying that because all the time Abby's like talk about my fight style like KSI. Oh, Abby wants me to do style make fights. Style don't make fights. That's what KSI say all the time in his interview. Style
That's
don't make
not
fights.
that's not true. If he says that, then he's kind of dumb. Honestly, I would say that's one of the dumbest fucking things you could ever say. It's that styles
Yeah.
don't make fights. If a guy, you could be a better fighter, but guess what? One guy is 7 foot tall and has an 84-inch reach. His style of fighting could definitely mean that he beats you. It doesn't even mean that he's a better fighter because then he could fight somebody who's less skilled than you but has the same attributes, for example, and lose because he doesn't have that reach advantage. So,
Yeah.
of course, styles, body types, all of that stuff make fights.
Yeah. And another thing, even though out to Revenant, have you seen KSI camp, Revenant? You know, KSI training camp
No.
where he wants to become like Michael Venom Page, and he want to use it around Tommy Fury.
Yeah, that ain't happening. And
Yeah.
again, Michael Venom Page is an MMA fighter, and it's a lot different when you could throw
Yeah,
kicks, grapple, and you could keep your
in
hands
fact,
low.
hey, Revenant, after this, I'm gonna send you a link so Jim Putty can see how he's training because it shows like you might see the gym. Or
Okay.
in fact, type in London sharpshooters.
One
Pro-
sharpshooter.
Yeah, it's on Google.
And
Uh,
remember that also, like when you're competing in MMA versus kickboxing and boxing, your hands are held differently usually because I mean there are some outliers, obviously, like a lot of guys fall with their hands down in boxing, but generally it's not good to do that in boxing. While in MMA you got to worry about takedowns. So
Revenant,
I,
show it to Jim Putty.
I
This
don't
is
understand.
KSI camp.
I don't understand how
is it
you
sharpshooter London?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I don't
if
understand how you
if
could
you see
try to
the
fight like
image, he's training there right now for his fight.
I don't see how you could try to fight like MVP in a boxing ring.
Yep,
Unless your name is Roy Jones, and then probably lack the reflexes for that.
yep. Because because out guys, he told Tommy Fury this. I like those people around the gym are killers. Those
Yeah.
people in the gyms are killers.
Oh yeah.
Actual undefeated fighters for
Yeah, of
boxing.
course. And they're hungry. A lot of those guys, they don't have YouTube money. They're way out of the they're way
But
out of like their poverty. For a lot of them, it's
yep, yep,
for a lot of them it's what's the word? Like it's that's their way out. They're hungry. They need to win. They can't
yeah,
afford to
that's
lose.
true.
They can't. It's not a game for them.
Exactly. It's not a game. And by the way, he's got his video on Monday, his documentary around the gym.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, KSI training on the gym. But
So what I'm
still,
finding is that this was part of the British Army.
yep, KSI training with them.
You gotta
To,
write
tell
London. You probably
everyone
gotta
how
write
YouTube is training.
you gotta write London shooters. You probably gotta write
Okay,
boxing in the title.
yeah. Because I'm finding something from
They do
fucking
mixed martial
1901.
arts. Yeah. See, guys, they do mixed martial arts and stuff. Boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai, kickboxing.
That's me basically.
Pretty much.
Seriously, you can see some of my training on my YouTube channel actually.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some videos of me holding pads with my friend, or I think I have one video where I was in a jiu-jitsu competition on there. So I do have stuff on my YouTube channel.
oh, okay. I'll check it out
Yeah,
because
I would check out the shorts though, because I don't really upload like videos. I have like shorts that show everything, show
yeah,
more.
yeah. Oh yeah,
But London Shoot Fighters, elite level coaching, and martial arts classes. No, it takes right to the website.
okay. Let me show you. Uh, right, everyone. Here's a video for Jimpachi, so you can watch it by himself because it's kind of true. He wants to use that type of style, even though he tell everybody he wants to use it. You can say
Well,
this.
I'm familiar with Michael Venom Page. I've seen him fight.
Yeah, so this is a very like high level gym too. So
Yeah, it's a high level gym, so that's great and
yeah,
all.
it's one
I
of the
just
world top mixed martial arts and combat sports gyms.
Yeah,
Trying to see if
very
they
high.
have any information.
I'm gonna say allegedly for now, just because I outside of MVP, I don't know how many other good fighters come from there, but I'll assume that they're really good gym.
Yeah, it's a good gym.
I mean, if MVP is there, it's pretty good. MVP is a beast. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they offer the classes they offer is mixed martial arts, boxing, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai,
yeah.
and
That's what I said.
kickboxing.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah. But KS don't want to do boxing, and he's training hard. That's the thing, because he wants.
I just don't see how he's gonna box like MVP does,
Yeah.
because like again,
Exactly.
like because first off, MVP has a lifetime of experience.
Yeah,
Second off, his style is catered to like kickboxing and MMA, and his
yeah,
hands are lower because he has different attributes. Michael Venom Page is a long ass guy,
yeah,
so I don't see how you're gonna have Jake Paul trying to bulldog you with his hands up. Meanwhile, you're gonna have your hands down in the ring trying
yeah,
to. Like I said, unless your name is Roy Jones or Augustus, that ain't happening,
yeah. Because
in my
Yeah,
opinion.
Shingo.
he personally hate how main boxers do that has like this and throwing jab. That KSI always stay on an interview. He just sick and tired of the boring boxing fight. He want to change the difference. So you want to go for Mike and Page. But that would not work for Tommy Fury.
No, and yeah, it's
Best
not, bro. He's not. He's
best
just not. He's not at
in the
that
ring.
level. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he ain't at that level, bro. I don't understand.
yeah,
You know what's funny? You know why guys are beasts? They get so good at the basics that they can do that when they do the basics, it looks phenomenal.
yeah,
Like, you know who's like that? Freaking Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson is so good at the basics
yep,
that he makes the craziest shit. He makes like his fights, even though he's doing the basics, they look like crazy high level because he's so good at them.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah. That's true. True.
Right
And
now, I'm making a video. I'm kicking people through walls and shit on in one of my games in a game.
yeah. So what do you think, Reverend, of that gym he's training?
I mean, I'm sure he can afford it to train there, but I mean, I would assume they have a lot of like good trainers there.
Yep.
They can probably like bring him up to speed on shit, but
Yep.
all these great trainers doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna produce a great fighter. I mean, just look at CM Punk when he went to the UFC and
Yep.
he was being trained by like
Oh yeah,
world champions, like UFC
I,
Hall of Famers, MMA
wasn't
Hall of
Pettis
Famers.
wasn't Pettis champion when he
Yeah,
trained
he
there?
was. Yeah, he was trained with him.
Yeah.
I think he
He
was
was
also trained with
awful
Mark
in
Hunt
damn
as well.
UFC. Can't lie, he was
So, and
awful,
then
bro.
we a lot. I mean, we all know how his fights in UFC went.
They
Yeah.
sucked.
So
He sucked.
that's
It
a good
passed.
example of like you can be trained by really whoever the fuck it is, but it doesn't really matter because if you don't have it in you to
You
put
don't
it all
have it in you.
together, then
Yep.
it's not going to matter. And that's probably going to be the
Exactly.
same thing with
Yep.
KSI.
Revenant. What Revenant said is exactly the point.
Exactly. And he can, because I would say his guys back around legacy. He can focus on legacy, but the thing is, if if you're going to be a boxer, well, you got to have a good skill or a good set.
But it's
Because
also you as a person. Like
yeah,
you're like it's
Mhm.
like what Revenant said. You can be trained by the best, but it doesn't matter if your heart if you don't have that dog in you.
yeah, that's true. I respect Revenant from that. Thank Revenant.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also he can show his pads and all that, but when it comes to ring, mm-mm, mm-mm. So therefore, because Revenant, I'm gonna show you the video how he fight his last fight with Joe Fournier, and he knocked him out, not in a good way, but in a legal way.
Yeah, with an elbow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
and that super like this hard punch, because I would say every respect KSI, he does got he does hit harder than Jake Paul. I'm not gonna lie, he does hit harder, but when it comes to Tommy Fury, I think he will be okay with his punches because it's not going to affect him.
yeah. I'm not worried about Tommy Fury in that fight. To be honest,
Okay.
I'm just not. I just don't see how he could lose that fight.
Yeah, because KSI really wants to hurt him that bad. You see, it's not. I'm not gonna joke. I'm gonna really gonna hurt you that badly. You be going blank in the dark, and he can't get up that ring. So I really want to see how it goes, because at least I'm gonna play one highlight of Slim, because at least I respect Slim what he say.
Mhm.
Um, because KSI do just bash on a lot of people on misfits. His own card, he bash on a lot of people. He focus on himself.
Yeah.
So let me show you. Before I go.
Yes, I don't that. Just go ahead and just
So
drop nobody. That's a violation. Hey, put this up.
so it says a violation. So this is where you talk about KSI.
There are plenty of people that was pissed. I remember this tweet. It was directly at me, son. Y'all are more than what I'm worth. Oh, this guy is bro. Can't size no bro. He deserves a backhand smack for that. I swear. I hope Tommy Fury gets some nice jabs. I'll swing, bro. Guess I so bro.
But because the only thing, guys, I'm saying, I hope Timothy give him a jab to his face, because I really wanted to see how much he can avoid Tommy Fury punches. Because I would say Tommy Fury is not that easy, because at least he can throw good good hands, like a good pace on heavy boxes though.
Yeah, I'm just not worried about him at all. I just don't think he's gonna lose.
Yeah,
I think there's like no for me. There's no tension here.
yeah,
Yeah. It's just
You know what I'm
like
saying?
yeah.
It's like there's no tension. Like Tommy Fury is gonna win. Period. Like it's not
yeah,
even a question. And
yeah.
honestly, I hate to say it, but KSI is a bum, bro. Like he's legitimately no, but like I'm like it sounds mean, but he's a
No, but
bum.
he really is though.
He's a
That's
bum.
what a lot of these guys are. They're just like social media stars going into boxing as a
Yeah.
side hustle, and that's pretty much it. It's something else for them to do while they think of a new
Yeah.
video or podcast to do or some shit like that.
Yeah, like when I say bum, I don't mean like he's like poor or anything. I'm just mean like or like to talk shit. He's like when it's just in boxing terms, he's a bum.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
a can. He's a tomato can.
That's,
You
and
know.
also, let me show you this, guys, before I go. Could you up one sec? Because we got like interviews in this in Fiore. Oh, looks like the zone delete it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
So
the zone delete it.
let's talk about something else. You heard about Dragon Ball Magic?
Yeah, Abby talking
Jesus,
about it.
what the hell? Like Dragon Ball Magic, man. Like I thought they
Uh,
realized not to make Goku a kid again in the first place.
yeah,
Remember in GT they made him a kid. They didn't learn the first time that failed.
yeah, that's true. That's
I like
absolutely true.
I like GT, but I don't think anybody liked that Goku was a kid again.
I know, but at least that makes sense around GT. But on Dragon Ball Magic, nah.
I mean, in GT it didn't even make sense because
Yeah,
they use the Dragon Balls, but nobody asked for that.
yep. No, nobody no asked me at all. But at
I was
least,
like, why would you make Goku a kid again? Like, I like him better as an adult, and he had like more wisdom, you know?
yeah, bro. More wisdom. But at least still back in those time, he's still good back then. Before I want to say this, yeah, it's a great stream, Kenta. Respect you, bro. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, therefore, and guys, I hope you have a good night too. And also, um, just let you know, my phone is dying.
Oh, your phone is dying.
Yeah, again, it's it's getting to a point. Once I've seen you, it's always been like this, dying. Because when we come to 80%, I have like little more of a battery, and it's
Why don't you charge your phone?
yeah, but guys, I will say this because my room upstairs it's got like a bad connection. That's the
Ah,
thing. Yeah.
gotcha. Say no
It's
more.
got very poor bad connection, so I can't like I would say speak to you there because it's gonna like cut a lot a lot of use off, including me. I have to like
Yeah.
be up again.
No problem. No
So
problem.
yeah. Also, we can next week discuss about if any news come up in particular. Also about Assassin's Creed 2, the new one, Mirage. Yeah, seen few bits of gameplay when it's like released this week.
Yeah, I saw some of it too. I was watching a synthetic man play the
Yeah,
game, and it
personally,
looks.
I would say the park hour they done good. Like Revenant say, they focus on the park hour, but the rest, the gameplay is ass. Nostalgia.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks ass.
Yeah, because the park hour is more good to it.
The
But I would
parkour,
say,
yeah,
yeah, but it's nowhere near Unity. At least
yeah.
the park hour.
It went from diarrhea to doodoo. It's still doodoo, but at least it ain't diarrhea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh, because the only thing was it, I hear complain like Abby saying, "Oh, I want a huge open world,
I'm
bro."
back.
Like have Ubisoft say they want to like make this game open world, but they can't make it more like wide open world. I don't.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
We're talking about Assassin's Creed.
no, you
Oh,
know them fake, you know them fake fans and also the media. They want the game like become open world, very huge open world. I
isn't that what they're already
what
doing?
yeah, and irrelevant because they really want it to be like more like Valhalla, like very huge open world. But the thing is, you got most of the developers don't want to work in the very huge open world.
But aren't people like tired of these open world games, especially like
am.
Assassin's Creed? Like
Yeah,
the last
guys,
one, people
guys,
were complaining about how big it was, and it just dragged
Empty.
on.
it's
Like
the media,
empty and
guys.
doing the
Guys,
same
I
thing.
would say this. It's the media and also these fake fans. The people don't play the original
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed.
they'll just
And
take
right
whatever
now,
it is.
even
they
though a lot
get.
of people are on the reviews talking about it, oh, I'm glad it's back to from the original because right now everybody hating this game because it's not
It's
this
not like this
Valhalla.
thing always back to its roots. No,
It's
not.
not. It's not at all. It's like it
Not
plays a
like
lot like older modern ones.
it's like a watered down Valhalla.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically,
Basically.
people be like,
And
"Oh, well,
and right now the media's
it was
angry
originally
about
going to be DLC." It's like, all right, well, they basically made into its own game, so they could have done more to make it stand apart from Valhalla. But it just
But
looks like
they always
stripped
spin
down
it.
Valhalla. Yeah, of course.
They always spin it in some way to try to act like it ain't like some trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's DLC to Valhalla, and that's the thing. Right now, I don't get how these dumbass, bots and journalists complain. Oh, it's not very huge open world. Where is the open world and also the RPG? Epic, bro.
What's up, VD
But
Dark Lord?
Honestly, they don't even need to be open world anymore. They should just make a linear
yeah,
focus
yeah,
Assassin's Creed.
just
Don't even
like
make it open
Assassin's
world.
Creed 1, 2, and Unity. That's what I
Mhm.
like.
Or
And
have it
even
like Assassin's Creed
Well,
1
well,
or 2, where it's like you have like these hub areas and you go into the
yeah,
next
I
area.
would consider them open. I would still consider Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 open worlds. I would still consider them.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
However,
yeah.
At least I
however,
like Unity
For the
though.
time, if they had the
they should
technology,
make
they
a
would have
linear
made it.
narrative.
Yeah,
Mhm.
linear. That's the thing I like.
Yeah.
Linear. No, um,
Well, like
was
Reborn had
RPG.
said
No,
that Unity, because Unity was like in that one area. I mean,
But
actually, you
it's
know
still
what?
open world
Yeah,
because
I was actually
you're
like
still
thinking about
gonna.
yeah,
that.
at least it got linear, and he got like good lot.
Yeah,
It's not about
it
being
could be.
open. Like they could be open world, but make it linear. Like Spider-Man PS4, for
Yeah,
example.
linear.
That game is
Exactly.
extremely linear,
Yeah,
but it's open world.
Or like
yeah,
the Mafia games,
yeah.
Or
Like
even
linear mode. And
or
also, guys.
or
or
LA
even
One.
even GTA. Like GTA is very focused.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. Yeah,
Focus. That's what I love.
the
Focus.
problem with open world games today is not just that they're open world, is that they're open world and empty. A lot of the areas have no purpose.
Yeah,
You
and
never
also
have to go
RPGs.
you
Mhm.
never
And
have to
yeah,
go to you never have to go to them in the story.
yeah.
Yeah.
So because you never have to go to them in the story, they're just useless empty spaces, and then but especially when they're RPGs, they become even more useless.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And guys, by the way, even though I want to say last message because my phone's about 2%, I need to go charge it. By the way,
Okay.
before I go, nice join the live stream. And for that about Ubisoft games, yeah, like I said, I really want to become like linear and stealth action venture open world game again.
Same.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I like. And
Yeah,
even you.
linear, more
Yeah,
focused,
linear.
more
Yeah.
focused.
Yeah, more
Enough of these
focused, bro.
open world RPG, fucking 500 hours of
And
nothing.
Oh
get
yeah,
rid of the side quests.
yeah,
Fuck side
exactly, bro.
quests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Guys, I'm gonna go because my phone's about one.
Okay.
All right, man. We'll
Yeah,
talk to you later. Have it.
yeah,
It was nice.
yeah,
Thanks for having me.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Thanks for
yeah,
having me on too.
yeah. Thanks for joining the live stream, Reverend, and even you,
Yeah.
Pachi. And thanks everybody joining by. Make sure you subscribe to Reverend and Jim Pachi. All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
Thanks.
it. And like you said, Reverend, you speak the truth because
Oh,
right
thanks.
now,
You too.
journalists and media and the bots really want Ubisoft to make that simply very huge open world RPG again.
Hmm.
We'll discuss it around our next podcast. So,
Okay, no
guys,
problem.
it's Reborn. I'm signing off. Make sure y'all have a great day and take care of yourself and also peace.
Peace.
See you, man.
See ya.